Hello everybody, my name is Todd Potts and welcome back to day 10 of 100 days of code. We have made it this far. We're going to get to 100 in no time, well, in 90 days. and today's episode is going to be more Node.js. We're going to be focusing on API side of things. So we're going to create an API where we can use either Postman. I'm not sure if I even have Postman installed. I don't, so that'll be something we will install together. We'll use Postman to make requests to it, and we get data back and be able to hopefully write data to some files as well. So let's go straight into it. So now we want to go npm init because we want to create a package file. We're going to say here API Node API. Yep, version, that's good. Okay. I actually want to go into the package and change the index for app because I would prefer using the keyword app. I want to remove that and I want to go def because we want to run a def. So I want to go nodemon and I'm going to say app.js and I'm just going to put my name in here. We're actually going to have to install a few things now, so a few dependencies. We're going to go I and we're going to say express. I'm going to say body parser because what body parser does is it passes data. Mainly, the one we're going to mainly use it for JSON, but it can pass form data and everything. So that is all we need for the standard new minor version of npm available. No, I'm okay for now, but thank you anyway. So yeah, that is all good. So they're the only the dependencies we need, but we also need npm i-d, a def dependency called nodemon, so we can actually run nodemon. Okay, that is now done, so we now have nodemon. If we look in our here, we've got our dependencies, body parser and express, and we also have our def dependencies, nodemon. And they are the only ones I believe we need for this, so let's crack on. Let's create an app.js, and in here we will say const express is equal to require express, because we're going to need to require, and we're going to say const body parser is equal to require body parser. We're also going to need two others, so we're going to do const path is equal to require path and fs, which stands for file system. So what these two are part of the Node core, so these are already, you don't have to install these or anything, these are already a part of Node itself, so you could just call them wherever and whenever. We're going to quickly tab out my files, tab out my little variables here, just because this looks neater and it annoys me a lot. So we're going to set up app, which is express, app is equal to express, so we've got our express app there. Next up, we want to create a run the server essentially, so we want to go app.listen, and we're going to set up the port, which is 3000 in our case for now, and then we're going to say, we're going to go straight with a callback. We're going to go in with that, and we're going to say e in case there is an error, and we're going to say if e, so throw the error, else we're going to go console.log, and we're going to use, we're going to say, server has started on port 3000. And now, if we come over here and we go run def, so, npm run def. So remember in the package we set up the script called def, that is what that does. We run that script and now it's running, server has started on port 3000. So now we can crack on with developing. So we're going to need to set up some routes. And one route will be app.get, because we're going to need get request. We'll go / API, because that's what you tend to use for APIs, and we're going to say / API, and we're going to say, so this will be the get for what should we say, just get all data, so we'll call get API all. And now if we go function, or we can actually use, in our case, an arrow function, and we've got to pass through rec and res, which are response and request. And in here we can say, for now, set header, and I'm going to say if I can spell, content type, and the content type will be text /HTML. I'm going to say rest.send h1 hello world, a little response just to see if it's working. So now let's go here. Let's we're not going to get anything because there's no get, but we're going to say API /all and hello world pass straight in. But in reality, we don't want this. We want to say content type application /JSON, because we'll be passing back JSON. And now if we send, and we might even be able to do it straight here, and we go send message hello world, and there we go, there's our message sent to there. So that is our JSON passed through to header. So as I said, we're going to be using something called Postman instead of our browser, and we're going to go Postman. Oh look, wow, did that really come to the top? So I didn't actually expect it to come to the top from there. So Postman is a API. It allows you to test your APIs and do different things with it. It's absolutely awesome. I'll show you when we get it. So now we've got to find a download product. Postman API. Now directory of who's running in Postman, and no, we just want Postman. We want our best friend Postman. So if we download the app, and give that a minute to download. So now it's open this package. Let me bring it over here because it's gone on my other screen. It's just archive utility. It's expanding our Postman. And there is Postman. So we want to drag that into applications and now type Postman. And it will ferret. It's just going to do all this. We're going to click open. And it opened on the wrong screen, of course. And let's go say create account. We're going to skip and take me straight to the app for now. Oh, it keeps taking it to the wrong page. And here is Postman. So this is it. So if I close this is where we get our stuff. And in here, this is our little Postman stuff. So in here, we're going to say HTTP /localhost 3000 API all. And now we're literally just going to hit send. And there you go, we got our message and our world, and it knew we were sending back JSON because of our headers sent back. So look at that, that works perfectly fine. That is how this works. You can do all different types of requests here, like post, put, patch, delete, copy, etc. You get the idea. So that is a simple GET request. So let's go back over it then. So now we want to get all, but we're saying get all, but we don't have anything to get. So we are going to create a file, and we're going to call it, what should we call it? Like my posts.json or feed.json. So we're going to have a feed, and we're going to create something in here, and we're going to say, so we're going to have an object or an array of objects, which will, each object will have an ID. We'll say 0 for the first one. It will have a title, which will say title or lorem ipsum. And then we're going to have a body of lorem ipsum $lit. Wait, if I write in here lorem, oh god, no. If I go down here, lorem no, it has to be in HTML. God damn it, I really want to just create something, but we'll use that. That's good enough. And then if we copy and paste this a few times, and we'll set that to 1, set that to 2, and there we go. We've got those. So we're going to actually put 2 here, 1 there, 0 there. So now we've got, so now in here, before, when we get all, we actually want to use the file system now. So we want to go fs.read file, And we can either do it synchronously. So there's two methods to everything in file system. There is files. We could just do the standard read file, or the standard function, which basically is asynchronous, so it means you have a callback, or you could use synchronous, which means you don't have to call back and you could just return something straight. But we're going to use read file, and we're going to put in here. So the first parameter for this, as you can see, is a path, so we need to set up the path, so that's where path comes in. Path.join, I'm just going to dir name, and then the file we want to read, which is feed.json. The next bit is the how do you put this, the encoding, the encode type, and else it will come back as a buffer if we don't do the encode type, and that would not be good. And I don't know what you do. Is it just UTF-8? Would that work? What is JSON encoding? Would you actually put like JSON in there? I don't know. Let's have a look actually. JSON encoding. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be UTF-8. Board by browser, so yeah, we'll see what happens. The encoding is UTF-8, and the callback will be an arrow function, which will have an error and the data. And now in our send, we will put in here, oh hello, data. So this should literally read our file for us straight away, I hope. There it is, see, that's our file. It passed back all our stuff in our file. So if we wanted to, if this was passed through, we could render this onto like a home page, and then we could display this as like our posts. We could display each post through an if statement or whatever. We're not going to do that for this tutorial, unless I feel like I've not done enough. So that is this. Next, we want to write to this file, and that is actually quite difficult to do, or is it difficult? So now we've got data. We actually want to create a let data equal, or we just want to let data. We want a global variable, and we also want to say data is equal to data, or we're going to call this JSON, and then we're going to pass JSON through there. Because basically what I want to do is, so now we've set that, once we've got this, we also want to then be able to use the JSON later on somewhere else. So we've got let JSON, which is equal to JSON data, which we have the data. Actually, we're going to have to get the data again later anyway. Okay, don't worry about this. This for now is useless. This would be better if we were doing like different types of things. So we've got feed. Now we want to write to it, right? So now if we go app, well actually let's create this from site. We'll go app.post. So we go create a post this time. We're going to go API/ add a post, and we're going to go rec and res, and in here we're going to say res.set header, and we're going to say content type, and we're going to say application /JSON, because we're going to be receiving well, that's our res, but still saying that we don't actually need that now. We need to say let data, or let post data equal rec.body. So this will be our body. So whatever we send through will be our body here. So let post data is equal to that. So that we've got our body of our send, and we're actually just going to log post data for now, just to test this. So now if we go to here and we create a new little side bit here, and we set this to post, in here we're going to say the same, there we go, but we're going to change that to add, and then in the headers we're going to set content type is equal to application /JSON, because we're going to be passing back JSON, and then in the body we're going to put in raw, and we're going to do an array of data here. And so in here we're going to say our first one, ID, equal to 0. Our title is equal to lorem ipsum 0. and our body is equal to lorem ipsum $lit. Oh, hello. No, we don't want to save you. So that is going to be our body. So we're just going to add this one to it, or oh, don't ask that. So sorry, I'm just reformatting this because what we want is just a JSON string here. So we're just passing through this string. So we're passing through one object through to our add. Now if we click send, oh, we're not gonna, oh, I didn't set up something to do, but here it says, oh, it's hard to see. Here it says undefined, but here I think if we went JSON.pass, or maybe JSON. Here's a better one. We're going to say rest.send, and we're going to say post data. Now, as we started, now let's click hit, and it received nothing because test results. Why did we receive nothing? Let's log rec.body just to see what that returns. Hit send, it returned nothing. Over here it says it's undefined. Why are you undefined, sir? Guys, I know why it's not working. So remember before I said we've got body parser here, and we need to actually use body parser. So we've got to actually create some, so we've got to go app.use, and we actually have to use body parser so we can get the data, and we've got to go .json. And now, if we click send, we got it back. There we go. Look at that. So that time it actually worked. So my bad, I was doing that completely wrong. We could set the header still, but we don't need it. So that was completely my bad. So now we've done that. Now we actually want to write the data into the feed, right? So we want to get what data is already in there. We want to loop, we basically want to go through it and then add this to the actual array inside there. So now let's do that. So let's go, so we want to go fs.read file. So we want to do this essentially again. We want to go read file, and then we've got data. So we want to go, so that's not, that would have to be JSON for that now to work. We're going to do that here too. So this is JSON. We're going to say let posts equal JSON, and we're going to say rest.send posts, right? So we're going to say for post.for for each, and we're going to say we're going to say here, we're going to say post, and that is equal to log post, but we're also going to send all the posts back to. So now if we go here and we run the same function, we get that there, but in here we have post.forEach. Post.forEach is not a function. Okay, let's log type of posts just to double check what that is actually giving us. And in here, what are you saying? Cannot set headers after they are sent. What did I do? Oh, I've got, my bad. So I am sending post data and I'm sending posts. So that's going to cause issues. So send. There we go. So we got those back, which is correct. And this is a string. Oh, no wonder. So now we need to set posts equal to JSON.pass. I want to pass to JSON so it's actually converted into JSON, and then we will log that. So now if we click send, so we've got that, and now in our file we got all of them printed out there. There we go. So that now works perfectly. Send post. So now, but for each, so we don't actually have to do that. Now we just need to go post.push, and we want to say post data, and then we want to go here. So let's remove that for now. Then we want to go fs.write file, because we actually want to overwrite this file, because we're going to overwrite with all the data from here. And we'll go write file, and we're going to say the same path here. And we're going to say the data, but we're going to go json.stringify. I'm going to say posts. We've got to pass it back now, and then in the callback we're going to say error, and we're going to say if throw error, and then we're going to say log wrote file. And now let's quickly rest.send, and we're just going to say message is equal to wrote file. So now that will overwrite this file. So we actually want to change this ID because we already have 2. So we're going to say 3 and 3. And in here we're going to put NodeJS is awesome. Now if we send wrote file, oh, that's promising. If we go back and go to feed, oh yeah, sorry, it's going to make it ugly as well. I forgot to say that. But as you can see, it is in there. It's right there. So now if we go back to get all and we go send, we get all of them now. So now we've got the Node.js is awesome one which we posted through. So that is how you would do a post request and send it. Wow, that is awesome. So that is Node. Trying to think of anything else we could cover. So we've got the ads, the all, an update. So that would we'll try it, but it might cut it out. We'll see. We'll see what happens. So we're going to say here post again, and we're going to call it update. Rec.by is equal to post data. So we want to update. So we're going to say read file. We're going to get the data and push it. So this is all still relevant, but we want to go, instead of pushing the post data, we want to go post.forEach, and then we're going to say function, or we're going to use a simple alpha. We're going to say post, and we're going to say if post.id is equal to, what's this new one we've called, post data.id. Oh, I feel like that maybe should be new, maybe new post. We'll call it new post. In this case, new post, and down there. Yeah. So now, if it's equal to, if that's equal to, we're going to say post is equal to new post, basically, and then we're going to do the same all over again. And I think that should work. So that should be able to update. I think, I hope, maybe. Let's find out. Updated post. We're going to write the same thing in the console just so in case we need to check. Updated post, new post, for each post. Okay, so let's try this. Wish me luck. In the add, let's create a new one. Come here, copy that, paste that in. Oh, hello. Copy that, paste that in, change that to update, change that to post. Headers, again, we're going to do content type and then application /JSON. And then in the body, this is what we want to update. So we're going to go here. We're going to say, so how do we do that when we do it like that? Okay. So we're going to do, so we want to say ID is equal to 0. Oh. Then we want to say title is equal to 100 days of code. And oh, hello. And finally, we're going to say, what was the last bit? Body. And we're going to say day 10 of 100 days of code. Woo. My excitement came out of my voice there. So that is all set up. Let's have a look what we're dealing with. So now, this should essentially work. Send. Oh, I'm scared. Oh, we didn't get a response. That's probably bad. Did we save? We did save. Update content type. What error did we get? Post.forEach.function. What do you mean you're not a function? I know you're a function because I did it up here, didn't I? No, I didn't. I just did .push for each, right? Okay, that should be it. Send. Updated post. Oh, wow, that's cool. So now let's go back to all and let's click send. Why? I've only just realized, guys, by the way, we posted back in another array, which seems to have really broken it. So we thought we did it right, but that is not right. So we actually, it's equal to new post, but new post is actually an array. So in our add, we actually want to remove that for starters. So I just noticed a bug, and you know I don't like bugs. So that now should work. So now if we click write file, and now if we go back to all and we click send, there we go. So now it gave us a proper post back and not this broken one. We're actually going to go delete that from the actual file in the feed, and we're going to get that and remove that because we don't actually want that. So now our update function didn't work though. We know that didn't work. We need to figure out why that didn't work. Post. We don't need to re-push post, do we? No, because that sets it. That will set it. Maybe we need to do it like this. Post.id is equal to new post.id. Post.title is equal to post.title, and post.body is equal to post.body. Oh wait, what am I doing? New post body, and then log posts, because that should hopefully be an updated version. And then we're going to do this again. God, wish me luck, because I feel like I've done that wrong again. Now we're going to update ID of 0. So we're looking for something with the ID of 0. We also want to log else console.log ID doesn't match, just in case. So we'll now be able to check if it doesn't update anything, it will say this depends on the amount of times the length of the array is. So let's now click send. It says post update, but what it's saying here, ID doesn't match, ID didn't match, ID doesn't match. Boom, and then we log this and it didn't match anything. So that ID is the one that's not ID. So now let's log. Debugging is fun, by the way, guys. I'm going to keep this in because I think debugging is really good. We're going to log new post, and we're also going to log posts 0 because that's the one we want to update. Oh, that's a good point. Maybe we need to update it directly through post. We'll see. We'll see. So now let's click send, updated post, but I know you didn't, don't lie to me. So ID is equal to 0 and ID is equal to 0. I know that these are not, my bad. ID isn't actually anything because our send is wrong. So now if we click send, that is updated in body. Oh, I think it might have worked. If we go to all and we click send, there we go, it updated. Okay guys, so my issue was I was sending it wrong here, and none of this actually made any sense. So we can remove that, and that can stay, this can go, and that is that. Wow, so that is pretty simple. That is all the things we're going to do today. We should do a delete as well, shouldn't we? Depends on how long this video is, but we're going to add in a delete as well. So we're doing basic CRUD API here. And we're going to say remove. And we're going to do a post. And we're going to say the post ID, which we want to, or post ID, which we want to remove, is equal to rec.body.id. And then we're going to say for each post, post.id. In a for each, you can get the thing, can't you? So we actually want to do that, and we want to go I. So we want to get the index, and we want to go post.id is equal to new post. No, we don't want any of that. So we're going to say post.id. If post.id is now equal to post.id, we're going to go posts. We want to go post. Okay, so it's array.splice, and then I and 1, because we only want to remove 1, which would be I. For each post. So that should work. And then we do want to continue, and we're going to call this removed post. Removed post. Posts. Rect.body is ID. Okay, so now let's create enough for one of these. Enough for one post, and we're going to call this remove, because that's what it is. Headers is content type application first JSON body raw, and we're just going to go in here and we're going to say ID is equal to, and we're going to remove number 1 because we don't like post number 1. It's not fun. So is that all set? Is that all ready to go? That should now remove a post. Post.id is equal to post.id, post.splice, remove that one. So yeah, let's try it. Let's send. Removed post. Now if we go to get all, so here's number 1, we want to see that disappear. It did, it's gone. There you go, guys. So that is a full-on CRUD system for an API CRUD system for a post. So if you ever want to create your own, post creator, you know how to do it in Node. Kind of. This stuff is going to be up on GitHub, so if you do want to go back and have a look at it, that is it. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. It was fun to make. It was different as well. Node.js is a lot more complex, and I hope you guys followed along. I hope I didn't confuse you, because I did confuse people in the last one, because let's be real, it's quite confusing, and I've only been doing Node for about a year, probably less, way less. But otherwise, I hope you've learned something new here, if anything. So you've learned how to use the file system, you've learned how to use body parser and express to create routes, and then an API where you can do commands from the API basically and you've also learned how to manipulate files in your file structure. So if this was on a server, you could actually use this as your database if you want to. I don't recommend it. I would recommend using Mongo if you're using, or Mongoose, which is MongoDB. If you're using Node, or MySQL as well is just as good. But thank you for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Hit that like button. Smash the subscribe button if you want to see more, and I hope I see you in the next video. Peace out.